Yes, with the red on your...
The bloopers at the end of the Power Rangers, like Zale and Trevor, were they real or scripted?
They were real. I know there's a lot of me falling down or something. But yeah, they were real. Yeah, there's never anything scripted. I mean, it's too bad they didn't go through some of the other stuff in the earlier seasons, because there's a lot more goofiness going on. But yeah, there's a lot of goofy stuff on that. I actually liked it when they started doing that stuff. It's kind of cool. Yes?
Did you work with Joshua Set in Trigun and Eureka?
Yes. Yes?
I just recently watched the Bleach movie again, and I found the commentary. Well, how come Viz doesn't do more commentaries like at the end of the season or whatever?
I don't know. Maybe they feel like it costs too much money. I really don't know. We've done a couple more actually. No, I take that back. That's for Naruto. But I think they do. I think they want to do more stuff. It's just I don't know what. If you really want that stuff, more of that stuff, you should probably let them know that you want that stuff. I don't know if everybody really enjoys that stuff. So yeah, it's just us being goofy, anyways. But just back there with the white glove.
Being a musician yourself, what was it like working on Path?
Working on Beck was pretty cool, actually. They did that here. I was actually working on Broken Path. And then they called me up and they're like, hey, would you be into coming down to Texas to do? And I was like, yeah, I'm in Texas, shooting. And they're like, oh, sweet. Where are you? Sherman, Texas? Like, oh, somebody to pick you up. And so, yeah, so it's actually pretty cool. I didn't really do anything, though, musically. I did sing backup for one track, but I don't think they used it. Because I don't think my character was even there. But that show was pretty fun, actually. I not too long ago finally watched the whole thing, because they sent me like the small, whatever, full pack or whatever. And so I finally watched it, and it's such a cool show. I actually wish there was another season to it, like the manga, and go through all the stuff stateside. I don't know how much time I'm supposed to be in here, probably an hour, right? Who's in charge here?
The room is empty after your panel, so you can pretty much do whatever you want.
I can pour water on you?
As long as I can get it on video.
I'll hold the camera.
What was it like being back on Rut?
Coming back to Power Rangers for Overdrive in New Zealand was cool. I actually checked out some of the Power Ranger scripts that they were doing, and for whatever reason, the ones that I checked out, they actually seemed, I don't know, darker or somewhat cool. Like the storylines were pretty cool, and I think it was with Dan Southworth, like his season or whatever. It was kind of neat, Yeah, Time Force stuff, and I was like, oh, I kind of like this stuff, I was like, maybe it's gonna have different stories or something, and be a little darker. Maybe Anakin die or something. So I actually wanted Anakin to die, but they wouldn't have that. And so I was like, cool, yeah. But at first I was like, I don't know if I want to go back. And then I thought about it, and I was like, I kind of actually posted somewhere to see if the fans wanted me to come back. And they're like, yeah. Most of them said yeah. There's a couple that are like, no. I don't like you as the Black Ranger. And then so I was like, well, I was kind of like, okay, for the fans that want me there and the ones that don't, screw you, I'm going. And then so it was actually pretty cool. But then when I got there and I read the script, I was like, oh, it's very much like when I left. It's not like that season I saw on YouTube. So I was like, I was a little bummed out, but then I was like, you know what? What am I gonna do? So yeah, they let me go adjust my lines, and they didn't say anything. My lines were much cheesier than than what I did. But they were totally cool with me adjusting, making them somewhat normal, except for more phenomenal. They wanted me to say that. I couldn't get away with that. And it was kind of weird, but I mean, my character actually never said more phenomenal. That was something that they said previously, prior to me coming on, the second season or whatever. They used to say more phenomenal all the time or whatever, And what does that mean, really? Change of fantastical or something. I don't know what that means. And I did it after I beat the guy, right? I slice him in half and he explodes. I'm like, more phenomenal. doesn't make any sense, you know? It's a phenomenal transformation explosion that I just gave you is what I'm saying there, buddy. Yes, in the back.
Is there a role where you were just like, oh my god, after we finished, oh my god, why did I agree to do that?
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one?
There's been a couple. There's been a couple where I was like, I don't know why I took that. But sometimes you just like you're working with a friend or a director or somebody you know, like, hey, we need you to come in and do this role or whatever. Hey, we got a part for you, you know. So you don't want to be like, nah, you know. You just gotta maybe we can work it out. Maybe we can make it work. And then you go and yeah, it's not gonna work. But I've done some decent roles. I've been lucky, you know, very fortunate. And since then I've done, you know, some stuff that I can't talk about yet. But there's going to be a couple more things that are kind of exciting for me and I want to talk about but can't. I'm not doing a whole lot of anime though. I'm really not. And I'm not bummed about that, you know, because I feel like I've done too much and most other people think that too. And games pay more anyways, so. Blue striped shirt.
You at least reprise your role as Renton?
Yes, I do. So, yes, the movie actually, when is it? Eureka 7 is actually going to be in the theaters for like a day. I don't know what it is, like September 24th? Okay. I'll be posting about it on my Twitter, so you guys gotta, whatever, friend me or something. But you're like a Jedi over there in that hood, man. Yeah. Is that what you are? No? Okay. So I keep looking back there and I'm like, oh, whoa, it's like a Jedi, man. It's like Luke Skywalker when he walks into the thing, he's like, whatever. Yes? Yeah. Oh, what? Where? Oh, yes. Okay, yes.
Sorry. It's not in the schedule, but when is your concert?
The concert's tomorrow night at 8. So my band is playing tomorrow night at 8. And can you guys all be there? Who can't be there? Oh, you can't be there? Lame.
Where is it in the hotel?
When is it? Where is it?
I think it's going to be in the main events place. It is? Okay, yes, it's going to be in the main events. So, if not, just follow the music. Although we'll be like doing sound check earlier, like around 4-ish, so don't follow the music at that time. Run away from it, actually. And then later follow it. But it should be a good time. If nothing else, if I don't have my voice by then, it'll be at least fun to laugh at me and throw stuff at me. But just pillows or something, please. Yes. Money, I do take money if you want to throw money at me. But just not change. I have a funny story, actually. Speaking of which, I was coming home from work, and I was exiting the freeway. You know, you exit the freeway or whatever, and off of the freeway, when you exit, where I was exiting, at least, there's always been like a homeless person there, you know, with a sign, you know, hungry or whatever it is, right? And it's always been a dude. And so I've always been like, get a job, you bum. And I usually just kind of like go on, you know? But then one time, like as I was exiting, and there's a few cars in front of me, and there's a big truck behind me, I saw, and there's a woman there, a homeless woman. And so immediately I was like, oh man, I feel bad, because it's like a woman and she's homeless, you know? And it's like, not some dude where he's just like, grow a pair, you know? So I felt like, you know what, you know, you gotta help her out or something. So I was eating like carrots or something. I had like a Ziploc bag and I like scarfed them down. And then I reached into my thing. I had change in my whatever cup holder, so I grabbed. I had a ton of change too, you know, like a lot of change. I was like, dude, I don't need it, you know. I was like, whatever, it's gonna help her, right? And so I throw it in the Ziploc bag and I zip it up. And for whatever reason, it might be the same for you, but whenever there's a big truck behind me, I always feel like it's like some dude like, come on, get out of the way, you know, because it's just like staring down on you. And I'm like, I'm looking in my rearview mirror and I'm like, man, that's a big truck truck, dude. He looks angry at me. And I feel like he's not moving anywhere, but it feels like he's just edging up on me, like he's like, so come on, go, you know? And then I see the cars in front of me, the light turns green, and the cars start moving. And the lady's down there a ways, and I'm like, okay, all right, cool. So I roll down the window, and I put my hand out like this with the change, you know? And then I see her like put her sign down. She's like this, and she's like, you know, and so she reaches out like this, right? And I'm thinking, all right, how's this gonna work? Because I'm like starting to go a little faster because the car's in front of me. I've already like gone and turned the corner, and I've got like at least 10 or 15 feet for the corner, you know, and the guy is behind me, right? The truck, and so I'm like, I gotta speed up just a little bit. And I'm like, oh, dude, I'm going way too fast for her. She's not gonna be able to get this, you know? I'm like going like, what am I, like 30 right now? It's ridiculous. I'm gonna take her arm off. So I think, oh, wait a minute, if I just lift it a little bit, it will just glide into her hand. And so as I'm going, I'm like,